right side for Halsey. Cecil County Dragway, Schweitzer Dynamics, and Fulton Horsepower.
So two guys that did not have the outing that they were hoping for at the first race of 2024 have quickly found their way back to final round appearances here. Tommy Franklin in front of the hometown crowd at Virginia Motorsports Park. Whole family operation that they have, and I'm sure that got a couple of them listening back in the pits as they are thrashing on a junior dragster back there right now. Tommy has got lane choice over Jim Halsey. Here at Schweitzer Dynamics Pro Nitrous. Tommy posted a 362.1. Jim went 363.9 in their semifinals. Talking about two teams that are going to throw everything they got at it. Go to the edge of your seats and watch this one. Tommy Franklin brings the bottle pressure down. His wife, Judy, stands out in front of the 1969 Camaro, and she walks away. Kathy over there for Jim does the same. Who's going to park it on the dance floor in Pro Nitrous tonight? Everyone watching on. The starting line is full. Tommy is way late and he's going to be in trouble. Jim Halsey moves around out there, and look at that. 362.8, 208 miles an hour, quicker but losing. Tommy Franklin, 361.3, 206, and you seen the stage bulb flicker as Tommy Franklin was going into the beams, and I think it threw his concentration off a little. He was 118, uncharacteristic to see Tommy Franklin that late, especially in a final round against Jim Halsey. But Jim Halsey at 362, 208 is going to be your winner here tonight at Virginia Motorsports Park in Pro Nitrous.
And it must have messed Halsey up a little bit as well,
It
Derek,
did.
because he was 75 going by the tree.
For sure, 28th margin of victory. Tommy runs his best elapsed time of the weekend in the final round, and it was not enough. Came up short. The Daddy Shark Camaro is back to the winner's circle here in 2024.
WS Construction Pro Boost. By Hyde Drive and P2 Contracting. Final round. Melanie Salemi. Spencer Hyde. Hyde on the right-hand side, a past winner of the World Series of Pro Mod. The Jack in the Green Stock 69 Camaro out of Stratford, Ontario, Canada. For Noonan Race Engineering, Hellbilly Race Cars. Redline, NGK, and Hyde Construction. Melanie Salemi left side out of Buffalo, New York. The G-Force Race Cars, Camaro. Alley Installation, Liberty's Gears, Quick Drive, Ross Pistons, and Resolution Racing Services. Melanie came in, your number one qualifier. Spencer, number two.
Melanie Salemi, a former national event winner here in the PDRA so many times. She is qualified number one. The car has been stellar, but they came up short in some way. Spencer Hyde has never been to a PDRA winner circle on the national event tour. He just went out and went 3:55.9. Jaw-dropping elapsed time. He was 4 thousandths off the national record that just got set 2 weeks ago. And Melanie was 4 hundredths off. So I can assure you, they went back to the drawing board between the semifinal, final round matchup tonight. He said, we're going to give it all she's possibly got. Hold on tight. It's going to be a great final round. Spencer Hyde, the Canadian on the right side. The New York runner, Melanie Salemi, comes into the beam, summit side. Here we go. Simi with the advantage. Hyde's all over the racetrack, and look at Spencer Hyde gets there by 3 thousandths of a second. 357, 219 miles an hour, takes down Simi. Your number one qualifier at 360 at 207. Melanie Simi was first off the starting line and second to the finish line by 3 mere thousandths of a second. Spencer Hyde lays claim to his first PDRA national event win here at Virginia. What a stellar drag race it was, but look at the driving job of Spencer Hyde. You thought he was going to have to abort the run, and he would not take his foot off the loud pedal in the jack of the green stock Chevy. But look at Simi's car. It made a big move that it has not done all
Yeah,
weekend
we talked
long.
about it all night, about how straight that car was going down the racetrack, and that time it was dancing all over the place.
Wow. Stellar final round there in Pro Boost, that's for sure.
Virginia Motorsports Pro Street presented by AFCO Racing. Brian Weddle, left side of the racetrack. This is the debut race for this Camaro out of Frederick, Maryland for Extreme Race Engines, Pro Torque, and 1320 fabrication. He'll have to go up against a past world champion, Tim Asic, out of Port Tobacco, Maryland. The Brown Sugar 2018 Mustang for Pro Charger and Asic Motorsports. Weddle, the first guy in PDRA history to beat Scott Kincaid.
Yeah, and that's huge. A confidence booster, especially in the middle half of the day. Eliminations kind of just sets the tone. And Tim Asic over there, number 2 qualifier, and you look where they were last round, and 8 thousandths of a second separated them. I went 392, Asic 391.2. Chose that right side of the racetrack here for his final round matchup. Beautiful red Chevy Camaro. One way or the other. The man's going back to Maryland. Either it's going to Frederick or Port Tobacco. Look at that awesome shot right there of Brian Weddle. Absolutely just nastiness. Team here at FloRacing, the production they put on, second to none. Once again this weekend. Advantage goes to Tim Asic. Finish line stripe, it's going to be Asic, your winner. 393, 192 on another hole shot. And get this, ladies and gentlemen, the margin of victory, 10 thousandths of a second. 392.5, 198 the speed. He was quicker but losing. And Tim Asic finds his way back to the winner's circle here in the PDRA World Tour in 2024. Wow. Stellar final rounds. You look at the instant replay there on FloRacing, and great side-by-side drag race. Both cars neck and neck all the way down the race course here at VMP under the lights tonight. That's what it's all about. The world's quickest and fastest 8-mile drag racing series, delivering premier action.
Liberty Gears Extreme Pro Stock presented by AED Competition. Final round. Jeremy Huffman, left side of the racetrack. Out of Catawba, North Carolina, the Cobalt for 3V Performance. Patriot Axe Throwing, Lake Lookout Campgrounding, and Mike Huffman Enterprises. Johnny Pacino makes his second final round appearance of the season. Took home the win at Galot at the season opener. Out of Smithtown, New York, the Featherlight Batteries, Kelling Equipment, Maxima Racing Oils, and Ram Clutches, Kazi-powered Ford Mustang.
Jeremy Huffman, first race we've seen him on tour, and he's in a final round. Johnny trying to go back to back. That's right. It's your number 1 qualifier here this weekend. He won at Galot. It's your current points leader, and he is trying to hoist another 660 man. Featherlight Batteries, John Kazi Racing Engines, Maxima Racing Oil, that Jerry Haas-built Ford comes to the starting line on the right side. You get a look inside of Jeremy Huffman's Chevrolet Cobalt out of Catawba, North Carolina. talked about it before. One of my favorite things is to watch Johnny Placino as a driver. Gets up on the wheel, the sleeves up and knows. And when I need a little bit, we just look to reaction time. And as a team, and couldn't ask more of a driver. Be able to give you a little bit more. Especially if you didn't have the horsepower to get there. Three-stage bulbs are lit. Huffman's in. Placino said it's a red light start. The pressure got to him. Johnny Placino back-to-back wins here in 2024. How about 4.029? 179 miles an hour, But Johnny the Kid, man, great job driving. They provided him a flawless race car and stellar elapsed times as the eliminations went on here tonight. And Johnny Placino has a strong points lead already 2 races in to this season. 126 red. Jeremy Huffman anticipated it there. He goes out and goes 407 at 177. And as soon as he seen the flash, that's when Huffman let up on the clutch pedal.
Fuel Top Sportsman 48. Presented by Corbin's RV. PDRA Pro 632 final round. Doug Nickel on the right-hand side out of Dearborn, Michigan. The ground control property 68 Camaro. Amber Franklin out of Fredericksburg. The OG Jungle Rat 69 Camaro. For Redline Oil, Franklin Electric, SmartCom Home Technologies, and Hoosier Racing Tire.
So Amber Franklin trying to seal the deal in front of the hometown crowd. That came up a little short. It's her turn to try and take care of business. The Redline Oil Chevy Camaro is coming to the starting line on the left-hand side. The 21-year-old works for the family business up there at Fredericksburg. You have Franklin Electric and Doug Nickel pulls in alongside with his first-gen ground control property service, Chevy. Pat Musey powered race cars for both. The nitrous oxide you see for Nickel. Final round at Pro 632. Ashley, her sister, stands out in front, walks away. Franklin's car has been really good all day long. The number 1 qualifiers seal the deal in a final round. Advantage goes to Nickel. Half track, Nickel's ahead. Top of the racetrack, Doug Nickel, 4:15.5. 167 miles an hour, and by 31 thousandths of a second takes down Amber Franklin's 4:16.7, 170 mile per hour charge. Franklin gave a little bit up at the starting line. Nickel took advantage of that and got the Camaro to the finish line first and is in the winner's circle here in Pro 632 at Virginia Motorsports Park tonight.